our topic for today's video. It's about marine and coastal processes and their effects. But before that, let me introduce myself. Hi, I'm Irish May E. Scorial from grade 11, ABM 3. Let's discuss marine and coastal processes. First, what is coastal? Coastal is the part of the land that are near the coast. Coastal or wave processes occur when waves break on a shore, not only on oceanic or sea coast, but also on lakes or bank, and to some extent, even rivers big, and still enough to have waves. Coastal processes are responsible for some of the most amazing coastal landforms, or coastal formations in the country and around the world. Marine processes include waves, currents, still-water deposition, tides, and long-term rises and fall of sea level. Coastal processes result in coastal erosion, submersion, and saltwater intrusion. Coastal erosion is a loss or displacement of land along the coastline due to action of waves, current, tides, wind-driven water, waterborne ice, or other impacts of storm. Erosion is a gradual breakdown of the land or coast due to unending wave action, wearing away of the land by the sea, and is done by destructive waves. Submersion. It occurs when amount of sediments exceed wave or current ability to transport it. Submersion refers to events that cause coastal areas and even islands to be completely covered by an ocean water, usually during powerful storms like hurricanes. Usually after the storm leaves and the coastal is again above sea level. Saltwater intrusion occurs when storm surges or high tides overtop area low in elevation. It also occurs when salt water infiltrates freshwater aquifers and raises the ground table below the soil surface. Saltwater intrusion is a major concern commonly found in coastal aquifers around the world. The coastal processes are hydraulic action, abrasion, attrition, and corrosion. Hydraulic action. Hydraulic action occurs whenever water formed the waves enters cracks in the cliff face and exert pressure on the surrounding rock. Abrasion. Abrasion when rocks are picked up and carried by the waves and are thrown into the beach and cliffs, damaging them. Attrition. Attrition when rocks and pebbles carried by the waves hit against one another and break down into smaller particles. Corrosion. Corrosion when weak acids in seawater react with certain types of rocks, usually limestones and chalk, slowly dissolve the rocks. Once erosion occurs, the eroded materials are transported somewhere else by ocean waves and tides. This process called transportation or coastal transport. Deposition is when material that is being transported is dropped by constructive waves. It happens because waves have less energy. Deposition happens when the swash is stronger than the backwash and is associated with constructive waves. The rate of coastal erosion depends on the type of wave and fetch, which in turn determines the size of the waves. Fetch. Fetch describes how long and how far the wind acted on the water. You know that there are two types of waves that cause coastal erosion. The first one is constructive waves, and the second one is destructive waves. Constructive waves feel ocean and are seen often during summer season. It is also responsible for deposition. Second one is destructive waves. Destructive waves are waves that are remove sediment from the beach, eroding it. Mangroves and coastal erosion. Mangroves and coastal erosion is an effective natural defense against coastal erosion. It also reduces wave damage from strong typhoons and tsunamis, and their roots strongly bind soils together. Mangroves and storm surges. Mangroves and storm surges is a very important to rehabilitate or severely damaged coastal zone by planting more mangroves along the coastlines. They are our shield or natural seawall against storm surges and tsunamis because of their extensive root systems capable of absorbing wave energies and reducing the velocity of a sudden surge of water. Every kilometer of mangroves can reduce water levels by 5 to 50 centimeters. It also reduces surface wind waves by more than 75% of their original strength. Hazard caused by coastal processes. Waves, tides, sea level changes, coastal movement, and storm surges. I hope you're not upset as we're done tackling about marine and coastal processes and their effects. Hope you learned and gained something. Again, it's your learner, Irish May E. Escorial from grade 11, Avium. See you soon again.